All right, let's dive in. Today, we are stepping through the looking glass straight into the mesmerizing and kind of mysterious world of the artist Remedios Varo.
So think about that for a second. It sounds simple, right? But that question, that's the key. It's the key that unlocks absolutely everything we're about to see. We're talking about a world run by dreams, by alchemy, a place with a logic that is completely its own.
So, let's go. Let's step inside. We're about to take a tour of a universe that, on one hand, feels so precisely engineered, but on the other, it's completely dreamlike. It's the kind of place where every single little detail feels like it's whispering a secret just to you.
Okay, so to really get this, our first stop has to be understanding the world itself. The atmosphere, the architecture, all of it serves as this incredible stage for the story she's telling.
And let's start with the foundations. Literally. We're talking about these unique, dreamlike buildings that seem to defy physics and just totally fire up your imagination. Okay, just look at this piece. The buildings in Varo's work, they just don't feel like they belong in our time, do they? They feel like they were pulled out of some forgotten history, or maybe a super distant future. This tower right here, it's like it operates on this weird, almost spiritual logic. It feels ancient, like some lost cathedral, but also completely futuristic. How cool is that?
And you've got to notice the sheer precision here. Varo was famously meticulous. Every archway, every glowing window, every single line, it feels so intentional. And here's the thing, this is a really crucial point. That detail isn't just for show. It's how she makes these dream worlds feel, real, like you could touch them. It's almost as if these impossible places were totally real to her, and she was just, documenting what she saw.
And you start to see these things pop up again and again in her paintings. It's like she built this whole consistent universe with its own set of rules. Winding hallways, floating towers, and this light that seems to glow from the inside out. See, for Varo, who was a huge figure in the Surrealist movement, this wasn't just random fantasy. No way. This was her exploring the subconscious mind, a reality she thought was just as real as ours. But these incredible stages, they're not empty. So the big question is, who lives here? Who are the actors? And let me tell you, the inhabitants of Varo's worlds are every bit as fascinating as the places they live in. Her worlds are filled with these mysterious figures. A lot of the time, they're alone. You just get this feeling that they're on some kind of strange quest or maybe performing these quiet, really personal rituals. They're always moving, just sort of gliding through these dreamscapes with this silent purpose that we can only guess at.
Yeah, lean in and look closer at this one. Their faces are often hidden, or maybe not even human at all. And what they're doing, it's a total mystery. They're explorers, alchemists, musicians, creators. Each one is completely absorbed in their own bizarre and fascinating task.
And this just perfectly shows how surreal they are. They're often these hybrids, right? Part human, part animal, part something from the stars, even part machine. This figure here, it looks like it's hatching from an egg while riding a unicycle. Literally, it makes zero sense. But you feel it, right? Emotionally, it feels like it means something profound.
So what are they? Are they human, alchemists, spirits, something else? Varo never tells us. And honestly, that's the whole point. She wants us to wonder. She invites us to fill in the blanks ourselves and to start questioning what identity even is.
Okay, so this begs the question, how on earth did these unbelievably detailed, bizarre worlds even get made? Well, Varo's magic wasn't just in the final painting you see on the wall. Oh no, it was all about her process. It all started right here, with a simple pencil on paper. This wall, this is such a rare treat. It gives us a peek right into her mind at work. It proves that behind every single masterpiece, there was this whole universe of sketches where she was just working out her ideas, testing out shapes and layouts, long before a brush ever touched a canvas. And you can literally watch her process unfold right here on the museum walls. It's like you start with the spark, this sort of ghostly rough sketch. Then the form starts to get clear, the figures and the buildings take shape, and finally, you get the final vision, the idea totally realized in a polished, finished painting. And this is just perfect. You can see that whole journey side by side. On the left, you've got this black and white world of pure ideas. It's raw, it's full of potential. And then on the right, those ideas explode to life in rich, glowing color. Each one is a fully formed story. It's literally watching something go from a whisper to a shout.
So yeah, each finished painting really is the final chapter of a story that started as a simple sketch. It's just a testament to the incredible discipline it took to build these worlds. It really proves that even dreams need structure and a lot of hard work to become real.
So why does any of this matter? Why should you step into this uncanny world? Well, because it's not just a gallery of paintings. It's an invitation. See, Remedios Varo doesn't hand you any easy answers or simple lessons. Nope, she gives you a world packed with symbols and questions, and then she just steps back. She asks you to explore it for yourself. Every single person looking at these paintings is on their own, totally different journey.
There's this idea that the dream is a temporary reality, but reality is also a temporary dream. And it perfectly captures the spirit of her work. You have to remember, Varo fled the Spanish Civil War and then Nazi-occupied France. She was part of a generation of artists who were looking at the so-called rational world and seeing nothing but chaos. So what does she do? She just dissolves the boundary between the world we live in and the worlds we can imagine. She's suggesting that maybe both are just as real, and maybe they're not so different after all.
And in the end, that's really the question Vero leaves us with. Her paintings aren't just things you look at. They're places you enter. So these worlds are waiting. The only real question left is, what will you find inside?